Hi, it's Savannah Ogwin from Savannahland 2. Today I'm doing a how-to video on how to create bows using the bow dies in the new February release Easter egg die set. This set comes with a large egg die and it's perfect for Easter cards like this one, which is simple and can be easily mass-produced. This die set also includes a large bow die. You can also get the baby bow die, which is the same image but in different sizes. These bows are perfect for embellishments and other projects. To make these bows, just follow a few steps. So to start, you want to die cut your images. I've die cut all three pieces. One will create the bow itself. One is the back of the bow, and the last piece is part of the tail or the ends. Next, you want to take this piece and create your bow. Now to do this, all you need to do is place a small amount of glue or double-sided sticky tape to the center of this area and fold over one of the sides where the end piece matches the center. Now I like to make sure that the bow part also matches up, and to do this, something I like to do for my bows is take my finger and run them out on the cardstock or paper. Now this curves and curls your paper. This also allows the bow to bend easier and more naturally. You can bend and crease your bow and your papers if you like, but I really like fluffy bows. See how it curves? So all you're going to do is take your glue or double-sided tape, place it in the center, and you're going to match this end right up in the center. And we're going to repeat this for the other side. Now the next thing we do is take this piece, and I call it the back of the bow, and we're going to glue our bow to the center and then wrap this strip around both pieces. First I take my glue and I place a dot there, and then I attach my bow piece to the center. Now while this is drying, I'd like to talk about pattern papers and how to create bows that match up. If you're trying to create a bow with pattern paper, you want to die cut two pieces of the back bow. This will allow the pattern paper to be the same as the bow. Notice that if I wrap this strip around, it gives me a white center instead of a matching piece like this. So because I'm a perfectionist, I like to die cut two pieces, I glue them together, and then when I wrap my piece around, it has the exact same center pattern piece as my bow. Now if you don't care, just die cut normally and continue with these steps. So now that this has dried, I like to add a bit of glue to this bottom strip, and then I literally wrap it around my bow, and then I hold it in place to let the glue adhere. Now technically you can be finished with your bow. You can use these two pieces to create a bow and then use it on your project, like a baby boy card. Now if you want to use the third piece of your die set and make your bow a little bit more girly and with ends and tails, all you want to do is just take your bow piece that you've created and add a bit of glue to the back and to the center circle of this tail and attach these two pieces together. Now the best part about these bows is that you can make them using both paper and fabric. Here's a quick project that I made using this entire die set. I made a felt Easter egg and then attached it to a onesie using a straight stitch. Then I created two felt bows with all three pieces and attached one to the top of the egg and one to the baby headband. How cute is this little girl with her Easter outfit? She's so adorable. Now the only thing I'd like to point out is that when you die cut fabric, it's just like paper, but my point is that instead of using glue, you're going to stitch each piece together. So you're going to stitch these two pieces together, and then you're also going to stitch the other side together. You'll stitch it together in the center of your back bow, and then you will have to hand stitch the back piece, the strip right there. Now that really isn't that hard because it doesn't take a lot to stitch it together, 1 or 2 stitches. But when you're attaching it to something that a baby's going to use, I highly recommend stitching a whole bunch. You don't want the baby to rip these apart. Now honestly, these projects and cards took only a few minutes because these bows are so easy to make. I hope that you are inspired to use these dies for your next project. You can literally add a bow to any creation. Don't forget to leave a comment below with a link to one of your creations, or link up to our Inspired by Virtual Smooches post. I'd love to check out your project. Thanks so much for watching.